excited. I think Kelly and Amber have done a really good job of, finding pieces that fit. It makes me excited about the future, obviously, with Steph and her staff coming in here, and my ability to work out with Keith all offseason has been really.
All right, World Hoop fam, buckle up because we've got some potentially chilling news from the WNBA, and it directly impacts the team that's been at the epicenter of all the drama this season. Your very own Indiana Fever.
I'm just going to, reflect back and appreciate everything we've been able to accomplish together.
What will you remember from this team?
I think,
Just when we thought things couldn't get more intense with the officiating controversies, a new dark cloud looms large. The health of the league's undeniable superstar, Caitlin Clark. And if ESPN's latest injury prediction holds true, it could spell serious trouble for the Fever's playoff aspirations. We all know the Fever were set to clash with Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky on Sunday. A showdown, right? Well, hold your horses because the star power was notably dimmed. Caitlin Clark was once again watching from the sidelines, still nursing that nagging groin injury she picked up earlier this month.
What would you say drives you, and how would you describe your on-court mentality?
Yeah, I think what drives me is just,
And in a surprising turn of events, Angel Reese herself was also ruled out with a back ailment. So much for the highly anticipated rivalry renewal. Clark's season has been a stop-and-go affair, riddled with injuries. This groin strain is just the latest hurdle, following an earlier quad injury. The Fever, bless their hearts, released a statement last Thursday attempting to ease worried minds. Caitlin Clark underwent further medical evaluations earlier this week, which confirmed that no additional injuries or damage were discovered. Clark will continue working with the medical team on her recovery and rehabilitation, with the priority on her long-term health and well-being. There's no timetable available for her return. No timetable. That's a phrase that sends shivers down the spine of any fan, especially when it concerns the biggest draw in the game. But then, ESPN threw a potential return date into the mix, August 12th. Now, on the surface, that might sound like a light at the end of the tunnel. But let's break this down World Hoop style and see why it's actually a dose of bad news wrapped in a thin veneer of hope. If that August 12th date holds up, it means Caitlin Clark will miss 7 more crucial games. 7? In a playoff race that's tighter than a freshly braided ponytail, missing a superstar for that many contests during a pivotal stretch is like trying to win a chess match with your queen in timeout. The Fever are battling tooth and nail for a spot in the WNBA playoffs, and every single game counts. This isn't just a bump in the road, it's a potential chasm. Now, let's be fair. The Fever are playing it smart by not rushing her back. We saw what happened when she returned perhaps a little too early from her original injury. She re-aggravated it. That's a rookie mistake no one wants to repeat, especially with a talent like Clark, whose long-term health is paramount for the league's future. It's a responsible, grown-up decision. But being responsible doesn't make it any less painful for the team on the court or for us, the hungry fans. This means the pressure cooker is firmly on Clark's teammates. They're going to have to dig deep and rack up some vital wins while their franchise player watches from the bench. And credit where credit is due, they've shown they can do it. Indiana guard Sophie Cunningham, with admirable poise, put it perfectly after their recent 80-70 win over the Las Vegas Aces. If we have Caitlin, great, and we know how to play with her.
You're not patient.
all right, fire away.
Welcome back.
Appreciate it.
And you said that you're not patient. How hard have these 5 games been?
If we don't have Caitlin, great. We know how to play without her, and I think that's just so important. They've certainly had practice. The Fever have played without Clark far more often than anyone anticipated this season, to the point where the squad has, remarkably, grown comfortable playing without her. Remember the last time they faced the Sky without Clark? They emerged with a commanding 79-52 victory. And in Sunday's starless showdown, the Fever proved Cunningham right again, defeating the Sky 93-78, with Kelsey Mitchell going off for 35 points. But let's be real, World Hoop. While their resilience is commendable, relying on this next woman up mentality for an extended period, especially against top-tier competition, is a tough ask. Clark brings a different dimension, a gravitational pull that elevates everyone around her and fundamentally changes the opponent's defensive strategy. Her absence, prolonged as it might be, chips away at their ceiling. So as we look at the WNBA playoff picture, which is already a chaotic masterpiece of shifting fortunes, the potential absence of Caitlin Clark until mid-August casts a long shadow over the Fever's chances. They're currently fighting for a playoff spot, and every win, every momentum-swinging basket is critical. Missing their biggest offensive threat and primary playmaker for 7 more games means the margin for error shrinks considerably. It's a cruel twist in a season that has already been a roller coaster of high expectations, controversial officiating, and now, significant injury woes for its biggest star. The league needs Caitlin Clark on the court, not just for the Fever's playoff hopes, but for the overall health and excitement of the WNBA. Her ability to draw eyeballs and fill arenas is undeniable, and her extended absence is a blow to the league's surging popularity. What happens next? Can the Fever's next woman up mentality carry them through this pivotal stretch? Will other players step up consistently to fill the void left by their superstar? Or will this injury, coupled with the ongoing officiating controversies, derail what could have been a breakthrough season for the Indiana Fever? We want to hear your thoughts, World Hoop fam. Do you think the Fever can survive without Caitlin Clark until mid-August and still make a deep playoff push? What impact do you think her absence, combined with the referee issues we've discussed, will have on the league? Let us know in the comments below. And if you're as passionate about the WNBA as we are, make sure to smash that like button. Share this video with every Hoops fan you know, and if you haven't already, subscribe to World Hoop right now. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single breaking story, crazy highlight, or deep dive into the most exciting league on the planet. Let's keep this conversation going.